Hello, welcome to another episode of Western Adventures. Today we're out here in New Mexico, hiking to this mine that I had pinned on my maps for a while and finally got the chance to come and check out. I was previously just filming a video out there and around the other side of that mountain, and this is a separate video. We're hiking up to it because the wash got a little rough. I couldn't bring my truck in any further. Kind of wish I had my Land Cruiser. But right in front of me, you can see that we're here. I see a car down there, a flipped over car, and a few other things. You know, now that I think of it, the road's right there. I could have come in over there, but I went around the long way. But it's okay because we're here. Okay, so let's see what we have. Looks like we have an ore chute right here, and that goes down. I don't know if you can see. Let me try to get close without falling off the ledge. That goes all the way down that way. So we're gonna go down there in a minute, but first I want to check out this structure right here. So this is in much worse shape than the place I visited in the previous video. Wood's all falling apart, the timbers. I don't know if you can see, I see two ladders down there. It's a pretty deep looking shaft. Let's do the rock test, and we can get a more accurate reading of the depth of this mine. Let's see if we can get it down without hitting any ladders. I actually hit another level going down. Let's try this again. Well, I can't really tell, but it looks like it might level off down there. I'm not sure. But anyway, they would bring the ore up on this way, up here on these rails. It would come up here, it would drop down, and it would go down to the bottom down there. But let's see if we can get down there. But first, let me give you a better view of all this up here. There you go, look at that. So this is my first time in New Mexico exploring mines, and there's some pretty cool stuff out here. This here looks like it was made by the rains they had. Okay, let's go down there. Yeah, so like I mentioned, this hoist house is in a lot worse shape, but the hoist would sit right there. There's a cable, I'm sorry, the window where the cable will go through and pull the bucket up with the ore. People have been shooting at it. Okay, now we're gonna walk down, see the bottom of this ore chute, and down below and see if there's maybe a portal to get into the lower adit. Maybe there's an adit down there, but you won't know till we find out. And there's also the car. See some timbers down here. Let's see if we can go down here. It's a little slippery, but I think we can make it. So I did not look up what this mine, what the commodities were at this mine, but I'm assuming if it's anything like the mine that's just around the corner, it's probably the same stuff. So I don't know if I mentioned, but I have a new logo out for the channel and for my brand, Western Adventures. A good family friend made it for me. If you're watching, thank you very much. I appreciate it. And with that, we're going to be having merch coming out. We're going to have stickers, t-shirts, and other goodies like that. I'm in the process of getting that all set up on a YouTube, for a YouTube store. And once that's set up, we'll probably do our first giveaway. I haven't figured out what that's going to be, but we'll figure it out. Okay, here's a better look. Here's a better look at the ore chute right here. So like you saw up there, they would dump the ore into the first chute, then it would come down into the second chute, secondary chute, first chute, second chute, and then it would come down here. There was probably something here to load it into a truck at one point, but that's all been collapsed. You can see the timbers are still on the ground, but there's the bottom of it. Now we're gonna go over here. Oh, here's an old can of some sort. There's a little bit of screen here. Oh, okay, so looks like there was some sort of an ore chute here too, but it has since collapsed, unfortunately. This one had an ore bin, and there's the chute right there. Here's the bin. This whole thing just completely collapsed, which is sad. You can see how it should have looked. We got the two different, two different setups here, and here's all the waste rock right here. There's a lot of it, quite a bit. Would have been nice to get a camera and put it on my, a fishing line or a rope and put it on my GoPro and lower it down the shaft. I might have to start doing that. I think it would be pretty cool for us to get access into some of those shafts that we can't get into or are too unsafe. But so yeah, you can see more timbers here. There might have been another building or something, but yeah, this is the main attraction right here, all this stuff. Oh, it was a nice car at one point. Oh, okay, it is a Bel Air. That's the model. You see the shocks. The shocks are still there. You got the suspension arms. There's nothing left inside. It is completely taken apart. These old Bel Airs had they had drum brakes in the front and in the rear. No disc brakes. Front coils. This thing probably rode like a big old boat. Interesting how the frame on this car is like an X almost. I've never seen that in a car before. Usually the frame rails will run along the side like that, but frame's in pretty good shape. No rot, unlike the Northeast. Was once a nice, these were once nice cars. They don't make them like this anymore. They sure don't. There you see the mine in the background right there. And over here we just have some random junk. There's a part of the tailpipe on that car. There's what looks to be the pipe right there. There's I don't know, it's like a shelf or something, or I don't know. Then we got a stove here, or a stove. There's the stove top. Tire. Something else in the bushes over there. We got a tank of some sorts over here. And this right here was one of the roads in, and then there was another one that went around. It looks like it went around over there. And there's something else in the bushes. Is that another car? I must have missed that. You can see it right over there. Let's go check that out. I wonder if these cars were originally left at the mine, or they were maybe stolen and were brought out here. I mean, who knows? Get a picture. I've lost track of how many cars I've found out in the desert so far, but the list is growing every couple of weeks. Looks like there was another cabin or a structure over here at one point. Oh, we have to go around. Well, there it is. It's a car on its side over there. Ah, this is an old coupe. It looks like. Beautiful patina on it. Too bad it's not all in one piece. I wonder what brand this is. Split window. Yeah, this is old. This is like 50s or something like that. A 50s split window coupe. Get my picture. You know, Western Adventures is mainly mines and ghost towns and historic abandoned places, but it's also part of the adventure. And what you find when we go to these mine sites, we always end up finding stuff that is unrelated to mining, but still really cool. Like these two cars right here. Get a picture. Of course, I gotta get pictures for the Facebook and Instagram pages for Western Adventures, as well as my personal page. Okay. All right, guys. Well, that's going to be it for this location. It wasn't terribly big. We did find these two awesome old cars, the old mining structures, the mine shaft. It was a good explore. Well, I'm gonna head back in my truck and head home, unless I can find something else to make a video with. I'll see you guys in the next upload. Thank you for watching.